So now what I want to do, I want to block in a color here, like I did for that, so that create a sense of space, right? To push this flower here back compared to that, right? All right, so see how we're coming, right, guys? We gradually we develop this, we push it, we could, so what I tried to do in here, we could keep working on this. See the thing I wanted to show you here, I put down some wet on wet here, and it spreads a little bit, right? But now I have the sharp edges. I don't have sharp edges in there. So what I can do, I can use now the dry brush technique, right? And go around here, mend it, creating a slightly darker edge. Soften up the edge with tiny, tiny little brush stroke, right? Creating that sort of glow that I see there, breaking up. Basically, I'm breaking up the sharp edge that I have there, right? Here, I'm breaking it up, right? And this technique can also be used if you make a mistake, and you can go back in with the little brush and fill in merged areas of color, or blend colors when maybe there's a sharp edge that's too sharp. So it's a very useful technique, right? So eventually we're gonna do work that are not so precise, right? It's just for example, depicting landscape on the go as people were going, and trying to copy works of, for example, Thomas Moran, right? Thomas Moran, he was going out west and painting those beautiful American West, right? Those beautiful parks, or not parks. And his work is more painterly than this. Actually, in fact, he exaggerated that, right? But that is also a good example of voyage discovery, but not necessarily for scientific uses. That was more like for a cultural use. So Thomas Moran was going out in a moment when the United States were stopped looking for identity, looking toward England for identity, and they start looking inward, right? Inward in our own state, our nation, to see, look what we have here, look what we are, right? Don't look at the old country like with nostalgia. Look forward and look what's here. There's all these beautiful places, right? Majestic mountains, and as a manifestation of the divine, etc. And of course will come also the manifest destiny with that, but that's another chapter, right? So here we could go over here again, right? At this point here, we can also block in these brushstroke more assertively as we get good, right, at doing this more assertively. Then we go back in there and we blend them, right? See that? Right? So I've been painting slowly this because I wanted to show you the method, right? Because if you do it too fast, you think that okay, I'm gonna slop down some paint and then just move on, right? But now you want to think that instead of having like to lay it down 5, 6, 8 layers of paint, you could do less. You could do fewer layers of paint, right? And but you have to know what you're doing, right? Right. So, but you see how, right? So, but you see how you could really blend those big areas of paint quickly. Rinse, dry, and then smooth, right? And then smooth. So so hopefully this is kind of a sort of image that shows we didn't finish it, but that's not the point, right? A way of kind of going over all the method of approach from the drawing to the first layer, and then 2 or 3 layers, and then finishing one with more and more and more layers. It's all a progressive approach to it, right? So you can I would, if you have time, finish this and then maybe adding the rest if you have time. I think this is a very helpful work to copy, to really go over all these steps, because it does not have a lot of colors, a lot of detail, like maybe like that, right? That could be a little bit more daunting. Still one color, right? But there's a lot of twists and turns here. Or let's see if I can find another one like here, right? Like that. These are a little bit more complex, right? This still beautiful, but see that. Chicas. This is the one. This is when they almost killed them. It's Chicas Media. This is the pond that almost killed them. They ate the seed to see if it was good, because they say, hey, maybe we can take it back. They can be planted in India, right? Because they would just transfer and then sell it and make money off of it, right? Think of the opium, right? This one here, look how beautiful this is, right? So there is a very important component of drawing in these, right? Very important component of drawing in these. So Ferdinand was drawing very accurate drawings, and then numbering all the colors that go where, what color you put in here, what color put in there, and he was using those charts, right? Look how beautiful this is, right?
Yeah.
So just gorgeous, aesthetically, just beautiful.